It's an interesting time for business. Tariff and trade policies are dynamic, supply chains are squeezed, and cash flow, it's tighter than ever. If your business can't adapt in real time, you are in a little bit of hurt. So how do you get full visibility and adapt in real time? Over 42,000 businesses trust NetSuite by Oracle, your AI-powered business management suite. It brings accounting, financial management, inventory, and HR all under one roof. NetSuite is the #1 cloud ERP for a reason. It's your single source of truth, giving you the data and control you need to move quickly. Real-time forecasting helps you move into the future with confidence, and with AI built in, you can automate the busy work and focus on strategy. NetSuite helps you see what's stuck, what it's costing you, and how to pivot fast. If I were running a business with a lot of moving parts, I'd use NetSuite for full control over everything. Tame the chaos with NetSuite. If your revenues are at least in the 7 figures, download the free ebook, Navigating Global Trade, 3 Insights for Leaders at netsuite.com/SPI. That's netsuite.com/SPI. The perfect product launch. It's the goal for every brand marketer. High heat, fast sellout, and fans posting recipes like trophies. What do Sydney Sweeney's soap drop, Taylor Swift's tickets, and your next launch have in common? Well, they're not bought, they're bragged about. Fanfare turns your drop into a moment. Fanfare cues real fans, blocks bots, and builds launch experiences worth screenshotting. Want hype without the heartbreak? Get Fanfare's 5-step hype drop playbook with our proven success formula and make your next launch unforgettable at fanfare.io/playbook. Again, fanfare.io/playbook.
You're listening to the Smart Passive Income Podcast, a proud member of the Entrepreneur Podcast Network, a show that's all about working hard now so you can sit back and reap the benefits later. And now your host. He knows not to podcast on Fridays at 1 p.m. because of the gardeners next door. Pat Flynn.
All right, I had to get this off my chest. Something absolutely wild happened to me not too long ago. I'm talking the other day, so it's still fresh in my mind, and I wasn't going to record this podcast episode, but I think there are some lessons to be learned here, and this is a true real-life experience of something that kind of took me by surprise. It embarrassed me, it angered me, but I was also able to understand how to deal with the situation. That'll be the setup here, so hopefully that's a good hook. So I was on a Zoom call with Matt during lunch, which I don't normally do. Matt, our CEO at SPI Media, we had a call that was rescheduled and we had to have this call during lunch. So I'm eating food at a public area, had gotten some nice greens at a place called Sweet Greens. Amazing place, very fresh food, all locally sourced, all that kind of stuff, chicken salad, that kind of thing. And I'm finishing my meal and I'm on with Matt and I'm on the phone and I'm holding my phone kind of right in front of me so I can talk to him, and I'm eating and I'm holding it with one hand and I'm eating with my other hand. I finish the meal, I throw the food away in the garbage can and I walk away, still holding the phone up and just kind of listening to Matt chat because he's going over some stuff and some plans. And out of the blue, this woman comes up to me and she goes, "Can you stop recording me and my son, please? I don't appreciate you coming here and recording me and my son. You need to put that phone away." And I thought she was talking to a woman that was in between me and her. And the woman was like, "Me?" Because she was also holding her phone. And the woman who was accusing me said, "No, you need to get out of here and stop recording me and my son." And I'm just surprised. I don't know what to say at first. I'm kind of shocked. And I turned the phone around to show her that I'm on a call with Matt. I don't know if Matt waved at that moment or something. Matt was in my ear like, "Hey, what's going on? Are you okay?" And I just say, "I'm on a Zoom call for business. What are you talking about?" And she was immediately apologetic. And it was loud. It was embarrassing. There was a lot of people there. And she had called me a creeper, all this other stuff, "Why do you creepers keep following me?" I was embarrassed. But then I immediately thought, and this happened in an instant because I've trained myself to do this now after so many trolls and haters and things like this. I immediately started to feel really sad for her. I mean, in the moment, I just said, "It's okay. Don't worry about it. We all make mistakes." And I said, "Do you want to see my phone camera roll?" And she's like, no, I don't need to see that. I'm so sorry. And then she started to explain a little bit about what was happening, that she had people following her and filming her and her son. I have no idea why. I was obviously very curious, and I'm still curious about that. But I decided to just walk away. And my heart was beating really fast. I was breathing really rapidly, kind of in a very fight or flight kind of moment for me. But like I said earlier, I just felt really sad for her. Now, an earlier version of me, or a younger version of me, would have gotten really upset, would have gotten really loud in defense and tried to really kind of push back on this and even turn around and in rebuttal kind of accuse her of being outlandish and out of pocket, as the kids say these days. But I knew in my head that if she saw me and thought I was recording here, there must be some stuff going on. Like, there must be something bad going on her end, to have her see somebody who was just pointing a phone in her direction and immediately think that she was being recorded. Now, I wish that she had come up and said, "Excuse me, are you recording my son and I?" That would have been a much more polite approach, but she was being a mom and being defensive, and I don't blame her, especially with whatever something else is happening. Apparently people have been following her and her husband and taking photos of them. I don't know who this person was. Maybe they were famous or something. I have no idea. I'm sure she just wanted to enjoy lunch, saw a lonely man holding up a phone toward their direction. The other part about this is I wasn't wearing earbuds. I was experimenting, and I have been experimenting with my new Meta sunglasses that have bone induction speakers, so only I can hear what's going on. And, nobody can hear when you're wearing earbuds anyway, but it's very apparent that you're on a call when there are white Apple AirPods in a person's ear versus just wearing sunglasses. But it must have just been a bunch of things happening all at the same time, right? Her life moments and whatever was happening and thoughts racing through her head. Me coming up, pointing a camera, not having earbuds on, and also Matt talking, not blaming you, Matt, but me just listening. So I can completely see where she's coming from. But the lesson here is that we have no idea, literally no idea, what other people are going through. And if you get a person like this coming up to you in real life, or a person like this coming to you online, whether in a YouTube comment or an email or some public place or a DM, we have no idea what a person is going through. And I felt in that moment, the choice that I made, and I'm not trying to pat myself on the back here. I'm just saying this is something that I've been trained to do now, is not react and let somebody saying things to me get to me. Because I know there's stuff going on there that I couldn't even begin to understand. I almost was like, man, I wish I could just sit down and talk to her about this and see what's going on, because she just probably needs somebody to talk to about this. Anyway, I don't blame her, and if she's listening to this, which is doubtful, no worries, all good. And again, she just profusely apologized and was wanting to make sure I was okay afterwards. So, we're fine. But again, in the moment, I could have easily let those feelings that I was having, I had those feelings of wanting to be very defensive, wanting to be accusatory on the opposite end, wanting to say things like, who the hell are you? What kind of person are you to come up to somebody without any questions asked and just accuse them of something? I could have gone that direction, right? And of course, in the heat of the moment, it could have gotten worse. And then likely what's to happen, and this is something that my wife and I have been trying to teach our kids, especially my son, who's 14, he's going into high school next year. It's right, you're going to get into situations like that where oftentimes it's not you can't control the external things that are happening. The only thing that you can control is how you react to those things when they happen. And it happens in sports all the time. It happens in real life. It's often not the person who provoked the situation that gets in trouble or makes the situation as bad as it is. It is the person who it was done to who then retaliates because of emotion or that fight or flight adrenaline rush. So anyway, just a little a little life moment to share with you because it was definitely something that doesn't normally happen. And I'm very much a kind of just quiet guy, especially when I'm having lunch and I'm in my meetings and it's just like, what was going on? So anyway, again, the big thing here is, and just a reminder, you have no idea what is going on in a person's life. And when it comes to your audience, there's going to be haters and trolls. And again, lead with empathy. You have no idea what they're going through. And yes, they shouldn't be saying those things to you. They shouldn't weaponize words when hiding behind the shield of a keyboard and a monitor, knowing that it's not going to really mean anything to them, but it can mean everything to you. Trust me, I've been in those situations, and it does not feel good. But when you lead with empathy, the hate and the frustration and the retaliation goes away. When you lead with empathy, you begin to try to understand what's happening on the other end. And that can be very useful, especially if you have an online business where what it is you do is you serve that audience. And a part of serving that audience is understanding them, understanding what they're going through and what are their frustrations. So just a little lesson for you when you finish this episode and perhaps go to the next one. We have some great episodes coming up, including a couple big EIR announcements in the next couple weeks here. I'm just so excited to share who it is that's going to be a part of the SPI Pro community and offer their expertise and services and coaching abilities to our SPI Pro members. I cannot wait. But anyway, this happened. I wanted to share it, and that's all I got to say about it. You never know what a person's going through. And in many cases, there are opportunities to find out so you can help them further. And I'm here to help you as well. And so are we at SPI inside of our communities. You can check out our communities at smartpassiveincome.com/community. We'd love to see what we can do to help you there, because really this is all about people, right? People dynamics are hard. People dynamics are really the fun part of this as well. I think you deserve it. So cheers. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye. Thank you so much for listening to the Smart Passive Income podcast at smartpassiveincome.com. I'm your host, Pat Flynn. Sound editing by Duncan Brown. Our senior producer is David Grabowski, and our executive producer is Matt Gartland. The Smart Passive Income podcast is a production of SPI Media and a proud member of the Entrepreneur Podcast Network. Catch you next week. Look, I get it. You want to grow your business, but trying to sell to hundreds or even thousands of people gets very exhausting very fast. But what if you could sell at scale with a simple, powerful quiz? Score App helps you sell to more people without adding more to your plate. You build a quiz or assessment that your audience actually wants to take. Then they answer a few quick questions and get a personalized result right away. It shows them where they're at and what they need to do next and how you can help. And you build huge amounts of trust before you make even a single offer. No hard sell, no chasing leads, just value at scale. Get 50% off the first 3 months using the discount code SPI. All you have to do is just head to scoreapp.com/SPI. Again, that's scoreapp.com/SPI. Hey, fellow podcaster, does this sound like something you've experienced? You record your podcast episode on one platform, download the files, edit in another app, then fire up a different tool just to create these social clips. Well, it can be clunky, time-consuming, and frankly overwhelming, especially for creators trying to grow. And that's why I'm excited to tell you about Riverside. Riverside is the all-in-one platform. Record, edit, and repurpose your podcast content all in one place. You just log in, record with your guests no matter where you are in the world, and just like that, studio-quality audio and high-resolution video. We use Riverside here at SPI as well now. With built-in AI, I can automatically clean up my audio, saving myself so much editing time, and it can even auto-generate clips to make promoting the show a breeze. And with Magic Clips, I can grab the best moments and repurpose them as short-form video, perfect for YouTube Shorts, TikTok, or Instagram, without re-recording a thing. So if you're tired of juggling tools and want a faster, simpler way to create and scale your content, it's time to try Riverside, built by creators for creators. Just go to smartpassiveincome.com/Riverside and use code SMART to get 1 month free on the Pro plan. That's smartpassiveincome.com/Riverside, promo code SMART.